How's it going, fellas and girls? Welcome everybody to another Griffith Uni cast. Tonight we got a bit of a exciting one, I guess you could say. We got Hentai Gods versus Area 51. And yeah, this is gonna be the first time that Hentai Gods are actually gonna be playing. Mr. Dihei was traveling around the world with his mate, doing a juicy Europe trip, blowing all of his hard-earned cash. But I would say worth. He messaged me at Paris Disneyland and seemed like he was having a really good time, so shout out to my boy Dihei out there. But of course, we've got Area 51, yet to secure themselves a win, but they'll definitely be hungry for this one. Try pick up 2 wins and equalize their standings a little bit. And yeah, with the Hentai Gods, kind of keen to see what they can pull out. They've got quite a stacked team, so we'll have to see what they got up their sleeves.
You used to be cool.
This will be a bit of a solo cast tonight, unless I can find a co-caster. But look, that's okay. Keen to get in it. Keen to check out these games. In terms of picks and bans, we got the Echo ban coming out for Like 69. They've obviously done their homework. Bit of a Zaya and also a Vayne ban, so putting some respect on Lorne's name. And on Area 51's side, we've got a Vlad ban, Leona ban, and a Shen ban. So Leona and Shen probably target bans for our boy Loops here. Not quite sure what role he's going to be playing. We may see Loops on AD, but look, we'll see. In terms of the first picks, the Hentai Gods are going to be going for Jinx Tarek, and Area 51 picking up the Ornn and the Cassiopeia. Looks like some Riven picks being shadowed here, so and they're going to be going for the Riven. So we'll see what Area 51 pick up. They pick up the Karma. Okay. So Cassiopeia is one of those interesting champions. Can be flexed in the bot lane, mid, or even top these days. So see where this Cass ends up going. But with the Ornn picked, I would say this cat's going either mid or bot lane. See a Karthus ban coming out. Obviously wanting to remove AP jungler because their team is quite AD heavy at the moment. With an Ashe ban, so Lorne's getting a lot of target bans coming his way. But the boy does have a very deep champion pool, so don't know if you can quite ban out everything.
You would not dare in
Us.
the void.
It's text because we don't actually have like 69. It's just myself. Justin want me to co-cast, invite me to Discord if so. Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, looks like we're going to be getting Neon Specs in here. Let me just get him on the call. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Don't know how this is going to work out. Maybe you can right click and spectate the game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way to do it. Once it loads in.
Yeah, we'll see.
Put cast bot, pick ADC mid and win. Go. Yeah, true Herc. So, what have you already talked about? The comp from red team's looking pretty juicy. Pretty hard for the red team to get on top of them. Sorry, pretty hard for the blue team to get on top of them. Blue team probably want to split up the map 1-3-1 and just avoid dying with the Taric ulti. But both teams kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, the Cassian pick, I mean, I like it to a certain extent because they definitely needed some AP to round out their team comp.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cassian doesn't have a very fun time early game.
Yeah, but what you're looking at here is both picking full into scaling, and no one really scales better than Cassidy, so it's pretty good to pick.
Wonder what's going on with Area 51's team comp. Looks like Lawn might actually be playing the jungle. And we might be seeing like 69 on the AD role, but playing Cassiopeia. So
Yeah, he's been practicing his Cassio ADC recently. He thinks it's a good pick. I saw it picked in something. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was LCS Academy or something like that. I don't know what it was, but I saw it in a pro game on a stream within the last couple of days. So they're pulling it out in pro games. So
yeah, of course we saw Mr. FBI unfortunately get completely destroyed earlier this morning trying to play
yeah, what was
Victor in the bot lane, but
Yeah,
that didn't quite work out. So we'll have to see if the Cass actually comes up trumps here. But
yeah, that's right. It was OPL.
yeah, but we don't really consider OPL as a competitive region.
Yeah, look, when I say OPL, I'm talking about my mid diamond matches because it's the same thing.
That's true. Chinchi, is this Hentai God's first match? Yes, it is.
There you go. They got a couple of familiar names. I know D-Hay, Loops, and Exile Kami from last season or the last split. So
Yeah.
familiar faces coming out, and yeah. Are you in game? What's going on? Is it 5 minute delay? So what we're dealing with right
Yeah,
now?
3 minute delay. We're at
Yep.
1:35 for the spectator. So
Alright.
once it all gets into the game, hopefully you can right click
Well, I can.
spectate. Or can you do that right now?
Yeah, I can do it already. It's waiting. 89, 88, 87.
Okay.
Yep. So should be pretty synced up. They're running heal barrier in the bot lane to be commented on. It's, you know, it's what you're gonna pick if you're trying to survive the lane, and then cleanse in the mid lane, and TP on the Ornn. So yeah, they've pushed Salty Chicken into the top lane. He started out jungling, and then I think they realized the jungle was an important role at the moment. So they've got Lorne in that position and put him on Ornn duty. It's what we did last season, last split with our top laner. Just give him the Ornn, and you can kind of get your head around it in a couple of games, and then the champ plays itself. So it's like Lucian, champ kind of plays itself.
Yeah, Ormond's one of those champions where it doesn't necessarily need an extreme amount of skill to be effective. So if you have a teammate that's kind of struggling a little bit, always safe to put him on the on duty and should be able to get a little more out of him. So
Yeah, definitely. Even if you just hit the first part of the ulti, the slow, it's like, you know,
yes,
still does something.
he's got his work cut out for him though versing Riven. It's not a very fun matchup, but he
Yeah.
does kind of go okay into that. In terms
My
of
last
the,
game, yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna say, in terms of the mid lane, you can expect to see Karma kind of poking this Kassadin out of lane, and
Yeah, not early on. Early on, the Kassadin can trade with the Karma. The ranges are pretty similar, and Karma can't shield the Q damage, and then Kassadin gets the magic shield after the Q hits. So Kassadin can win level 1. Just sees, yeah, probably not much access to the wave though. And being melee, can't really walk up when the Q's on cooldown. So I hear what you're saying. Probably gonna get pushed in.
yeah, it's funny seeing this Tarek come out. It's kind of trying to shut down Animentor a little bit because he's quite well known for his Tarek. So I'm sure
Oh yeah,
if Tarek was open, he probably would have picked it.
yeah, I think so as well. I think the Tara Cassiopeia lane's really nice. Cassio's sort of working like the Sona, where just providing extra sustain is really nasty. Cassio building into heaps of mana doesn't really have problems on that field. So if you can keep him healthy with heals, then it's kind of perma sustain. So I guess they're filling that role with the Soraka pick. I think you can get away with Soraka in this because you're not going to get punished, but once it gets a bit higher up in Elo, the Soraka just gets absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, as we say all this, we are jumping into the game, so I'll just try and pause everything out so I'm in line with you.
Yeah,
How are you
nice.
going with the load?
I'm on 30 seconds, 31, 32.
In game?
Yeah, 35,
Yeah,
36.
well, it's all worked out, so that's good.
Yeah, sweet. I'm going to open up the Griffith Uni chat on my phone.
Alright, and we're
I
seeing
get an ad immediately.
seeing nothing really happening early game. It's pretty hard to pull off any kind of invade with any of these team comps. They just kind of want to scale it out a little bit.
Are you running directed camera? Just letting
Yeah,
you go.
mostly direct camera. So yeah, you're welcome to just do that.
No, it's so we can comment on the same things. Oh, this is showing both sides starting bot, so blue for red team and red for blue team respectively, and then probably looking to full clear for both of them, considering the champions that they've got. And then Sejuani might end with a gank up top lane, and Kindred look to counter gank it, because the 2v2 isn't too bad if they can get all their damage off on one target while they're CC'd by the Ornn. So here's what I mean about the level 1. Kassadin taking no damage in those trades. But look, Karma's very, very durable.
We see Luke
And-
sitting quite a nice double stun there in the bot lane
Yep.
getting a trade, but Soraka's just going to heal all that back up. I would have
Yeah,
liked to
sure.
have seen Tense in the mid lane, maybe pick up Klepto, so they could get free gold on this cast.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad idea, but the area just provides so much in and out utility, so probably just going more standard. But I do agree with you that Klepto would be optimal against this. He's already probably hit him like multiple times, so. Let me open up the scoreboard with the Kassadin with the Sejuani and the Jinx and the Tarek. Okay, and the Cassio. Right, we're set up. So Sejuani avoided his Krugs. Kindred doing a full bot side clear into the red, skipping out on the pesky wraiths that just punish him as single target damage champ. And Sejuani easy clearing those camps because he has AoE. Kindred going for gank mid,
Yeah, we're gonna
forcing
see
a
some
flash
action
out of
here.
Kassadin, and then top the Sejuani is
Ganking the Ornn. I think Ornn just
Soldier
walks
Chicken
this one
actually
off.
going back
Oh.
in. Probably dies here, yeah. Interesting to go back in there, but look, he's learning the game. I'm not going to say much. It's whatever.
A little bit grief of him, but Anyways,
Yeah. This is an int by Lorne. He doesn't live these because of that E.
That's
When
Sejuani
Sejuani has that
passive.
spell up. Yeah. That's what I mean. When the Sejuani has that spell up, it's just stunned from range. Lorne thinking he's Kane and just trying to get some early game stacks, actually opting out of the Scuttle Crab with his stack on it. So all in all, even though it was only a couple kills, pretty nasty for blue side, and only losing the Cassidon or the top side flashes. So, but they traded the top and jungle's flash, and they just got mid flash advantage on red side. So maybe you can look to get something done before the Cass gets level 6 with the Karma route. See how they go.
It's certainly looking pretty rough here for Area 51, but see what they can do to kind of turn it all back around.
Yeah, I mean they are scaling. That's the whole thing. Yeah, I can eat. Justin can talk while I eat. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. In terms of a quick look at the CS here, we got Karma doing really well against the Cass. That's to be expected. Bot lane's completely even, and top lane somehow even. I think Ornn's got a nice freeze here, and he's just picking up some CS. So
Yeah, Ornn's doing really well to be even there. The 2 kills don't help, but it's pretty tricky for the Riven to just all in him. So just farm it out and try and stay as even as possible.
the kind of sad thing is Lorne. I don't know how much Kindred he plays. He's missed out on 2 opportunities to get Scuttle Crab stacked.
Yeah,
And,
it's pretty tricky.
that doesn't feel good at all, unfortunately.
Nah, for sure. You can get easy lane priority from mid to roam up with the Karma just empowering a Q and hitting the back casters. Pretty much insta-clears them. And then should be able to walk into the river and secure the crab, but didn't happen, so.
Yeah, we'll see. Kindred's kind of just wasting his time up here to a certain extent, unless he
Yeah.
tries to pick up the wolves. He hasn't been spotted, so he definitely can go for it.
Does get the wolves, and then we'll be able to. He should back on the wolves and then go bottom and get his Gromp into blue into wolves again and do the clear, and that'll set him up for like level 7.5. Sorry, minute 7.5, level 6.
I had a couple of mini pauses for whatever reason.
Be up to 606.
Just like EU LCS. Now I'm 603, so maybe just pause
I'll
for 5
pause it.
seconds.
Count me in.
610, 611,
Yep.
612.
Alright, sweet. 13, 14. Sweet.
Kindred kind of just doing nothing up here, sitting on a ward.
This is bad.
Just kind of needs to back.
They should die here.
Sejuani ganking bottom lane, but they might just walk it off.
Actually, really well done. Nice. Double flash burnt, so there's something for the blue team. But really well done by both of them to survive. The silence by Chris or Animento was really nice on the Sejuani. Didn't enable him to start ramping up the passive stacks with the Taric. Thanks, Sienna.
As we say all this, unfortunately, Mr. Cassidon has now reached level 6 and starting to immediately trade back onto this Karma, so
yep.
Could have probably had about 15-20 Klepto stacks by now, but opting to go for the Airy. On doing quite a nice W there to negate the final portion of Riven's dash, the stun, so decent mechanics there.
Yeah, nice, good to see. Matty would have been drilling him on only use the W when he third Qs, so don't use it on the W of Riven's pretty hard because it's instantaneous. You can see the third Q coming, she does a full little animation. Did you see the clips of Box as well with those disgusting escapes?
Yeah, that was
far
pretty
out.
nasty.
He's actually
take a look at bot lane though right now.
Yeah, this looks good. Loop's getting body blocked, forced to flash. Probably wouldn't have had to flash if he didn't get body blocked. Don't even get me started. So much creep block today.
The Sejuani ulti comes
Sejuani
out, nothing
ulti.
happens.
We call that
Riven
one the
actually, yeah, Riven actually TP's down here, and Cassin's about to come over the wall. This is really bad for you.
Yeah.
Probably see Lorne.
Riven's got enough cooldown reduction. Yeah, that's brutal. She can get those combos off really nice.
No, it's a disaster.
So what happened there to bait it all in? They tried to get on loops. Loops had flash up, actually flashed out, and then they were all of a sudden caught in a bad position. Riven TPs in and just punishes the overextend. So
Ornn will get a couple of turret plates here probably, but still they lose a
the
dragon,
plates on
they
your
lose
tank is not
lose
bad.
multiple kills, and yeah, this just isn't looking very good for Area 51.
Yeah, they're they're a little bit behind. The jungle is
That's another kindred stack being taken away
Yeah.
by Dihei. He's really out jungling Lorne.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it feels like Morn's out jungling himself, to be honest, but you know, it's Sejuani's definitely doing well. He's where he needs to be on the map to make things happen. So
Yeah, it's hard
Bot
because
lane
if you're an
tends to farm
ADC
it
main
out.
like Lorne is, you know, you look at Kindred and you're like, or even Kindred and Twitch jungle, and you think to yourself like, how hard can it be? But
Yeah.
jungling kind of takes a different skill set. Lorne opting not to go for the blue, but he's sitting on a pink ward right here, and he's in a lot of trouble. Probably gonna see him go down. Oh, that was a really nice
Actually,
blast
doing
screen.
good IQ. Yeah.
But even if he dashes over the wall and jumps,
Yeah,
Cassin's gonna catch up.
There's
Ornn's nowhere to be found. Ornn might
That
get
was
him
good
out.
timing from the one. That was unlucky. The Sejuani thing actually tags him there. They played that as well as they could.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane,
Moves
Tarek's
early
ults,
ulting. Yeah.
but it did come in parallel to like 69's Cassio ult, so that did
Yeah.
actually come out.
Yeah, that's true. Better to use the ulti on the Tarek than the heal or the flash. It's a little bit less cooldown. Probably 2 minutes at level 1, something like that. So Jinx picking up the executioner's
Oh, no.
calling.
Nice cleanse
Cleanse
and flash though.
Yeah,
Decent
that's
to
the
get
way to play
himself
that.
out, but
Yeah.
I don't think he gets to step up in this lane anymore. Otherwise, Cassin's probably gonna kill him quite easy. And I don't think Karma's actually based yet. He's sitting on
Karma's sitting on 72 CS. I don't know how she's such full mana. She's just auto attacking.
5.6k gold sitting in his back pocket. So
Wait, what?
yeah,
She's wild.
we'll have to see if Karma goes to the Luden's Echo or a more supportive route with a Athene's Unholy Grail, something along those lines. But yeah, if you're Lorne right now, you really need to be just waiting for a scuttle spawn and just getting it. Like, and it looks like she's gonna be hopefully going for this bottom scuttle here.
Yeah, a bit of vision for him to jump around, but
Or looking to gank, but the problem is that Soraka lane isn't that good to gank. And they're probably just going to disengage and he's going to waste his time, so...
yeah, timing's just a little bit off. They're farming the wave there.
Oh, he actually gets
gonna
clipped by the Tarek. But yeah, have a look at that. The mark spawned on the bottom scuttle again, and now Cassiopeia is posturing, and Sejuani's just going to be running straight to it.
I guarantee this is just his team telling him to gank, and he's like torn between wanting to do what he, or Lorne between wanting to do what he wants to do and listening to his team.
He's got to rush this though. Sejuani is coming. He has smite. Yeah, he's got smite. So at least he gets his first stack. So that'll at least open up everything for him.
Yeah, so Cassio building tier into the Rod of Ages, so looking to power spike around 25-30 minutes. So they're just looking to hold out till then, and then Cassio should be able to come through and just start shredding the tanky members of the blue team, because building into the Leandries as well afterwards gets the percent health damage, and then it'll be shredding through the Roa Cassidon and the Sejuani. So that's the game plan.
Hentai God's just invading right there and taking away the blue buff, which feels kind of bad. He's gonna have a blue buff Cassidon right now.
Yeah, the problem with the Cassiopeia pick here is that I'm pretty sure Jinx does alright into it.
We got a bit of a fight going down bot lane, but Tarek's just a bit too much of a front line at this stage.
Yeah, if Jinx plays it properly and
well, the ulti coming out, actually missing onto Lorne. Lorne should be able to walk this one off with the Karma.
Lorne's happy to live there. Really happy to live there. Doesn't have his flash up, so it would have been forced to use ulti, and he's only level 7, so cooldown's really long.
We got the Ocean Dragon coming up in 30 seconds, so look to see Dihei just pick up this red buff and then run straight for the Ocean Dragon.
Maddie actually not able to, or like 69, not able to get that out, or be speedy enough to walk past that Q. Or that E, sorry, from Tarek, so well played from Loops. Loops good as melee champs. Definitely put some respect on his name on the melee supports.
We see Kindred being sneaky. I don't think he got spotted there. Posturing
Yeah,
up towards
so-
the top side, but I don't know, it's kind of hard. What lane does Kindred gank right now? I don't think there really is any.
Probably none. You don't. Their team is full disengage. It's a strategy, but it's a lose early strategy, and in a turret plating snowbally meta, yeah, we'll see how well it goes for them. But the only thing that might be their saving grace is that the teams in this tournament probably don't know how to execute advantages perfectly, and might be prone to giving up shutdown gold and stuff like that from overextensions. So they can get a couple shutdowns like the Ribbon one and the Jinx one that's inevitably coming. Then that'll be pretty good. Jinx opting into the Runins, trying to match the wave clear of the Cassio. Is what I gather.
Ornn getting interrupted there while he was building his own. Yeah, we are looking at about a 5k gold lead right now, so it's kind of rough.
Pretty tricky. It's all spread out as well.
Mr. Cassiopeia does have his or her
His
rod
rod.
of ages, so
Yeah.
not bad. I'm
No, it's
actually
all good.
opting for the Oblivion Orb and the Blasting one,
Yeah.
so
You need some early game. Like, you really can't concede the whole early game by going supportive on your mid laner. You know what I mean? When you're a full scaling team, you really need some early damage to even contest anything.
I mean, I don't really like the Morellonomicon, but I guess it could work if you're doing a full team fight where everyone's sitting in the Kindred ulti. And
I mean, it's good for the Tarek. Like, the Tarek can't heal AoE.
which would have been nice to see a Rod of Ages. Like 69, forcing
From the
flash
Karma?
here, unfortunately. Gets a really nice
Oh,
ulti, but the
good
Tarek
ulti.
ulti just kind of comes out in the clutch time. And
Well played.
looks
from
like
Loops to have
Area
that
51 need to really get out of here. I think the fight's over, guys.
Yeah.
They stay around, they're dead.
Oh,
Ornn with a
Ornn
massive
gets a
4-man.
4-man knock-up.
This might actually turn really well for them. They can probably kill this Kassadin here. Oh, Kassadin flashing
Kassadin did
away.
well to flash out.
Jinx
That was
is just
smart.
about to start resetting though.
Jumping over the wall.
Oh,
That's
nice.
the Runins though. She does literally 0 damage.
Nice karma
Chunchi's
shield
having
there.
a aneurysm in chat, wishing that he could be piloting this Jinx in terms of the shop choice.
Nice snipe. I believe this was Chinchi's old build though. Just quietly.
Yeah. We're not talking old Chunchi. We're talking to Chunchi in the moment here.
It was good before, yeah. This is back when IE didn't give the additional bonus damage.
Or crit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're rolling those dice these days with your IE, just going for one lucky crit AoE.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that fight looked promising, but then they kind of just hung around a little bit too long and didn't respect the hentai gods and kind of got punished for it a bit. The problem is that Area 51 wants to scale, but look at the dragon that's coming up. You got a fire dragon, so they're probably just gonna try and contest this and get wiped. To be honest, I just don't see them winning a 5v5 right now. This Kassadin's level 11.
Neither do I. Casson and no flash is a good thing. She doesn't have. It's like 3 or 4 second jumps, so you can also might even punish between jumping. But I think that it's a wrap if they fight this, as you said.
But yeah,
Jinx might be able to back and get her IE. If she can break this mid tower, then she'll be able to.
if they let it go though, it's kind of one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations. It just feels like this game's kind of fallen out of their hands. Got a 6k gold lead, they're losing powers left, right and center. Kindred went warrior, they're trying to engage onto the Riven, but Riven's just too mobile. Also trying to engage on a Kassadin. Just too many gap closers. You can just run away. We should see a dead
Yeah.
Kami here, but surprisingly tanky, especially with Soraka heals in the area coming out.
Yeah, for sure. Getting the early couple kills on the Riven really changed this game a lot. Just sped up his items, his power spikes. I'm pretty sure he'd be at 40% with his runes, and just jumping wherever he pleases, healing off of his movement.
See what
Like,
he went. Oh
juicy
no,
Riven.
he didn't go for Transcendence, but still, he's got about 35% cooldown reduction now, so
Yeah.
it's pretty juicy.
So building a bit of mana now on the Karma, picking up the Lost Chapter, and
Yeah,
all in
Kindred,
all, looks like the Kindred building crit. Yeah.
Kindred building Warrior
Phantom
into a Phantom, which is kind of not going to do enough damage to Sejuani, is going to be actually absurd. If you had like 5
Yeah.
or 6 marks, like you can understand it, but
I think just go the Black Cleaver with the Warrior, or with the Blood Razor. But I don't know Kindred, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll stick to my lane.
it's just kind of a boom champion if you don't get ahead. So he's just going to be on the struggle street here as he doesn't get to farm his jungle anymore. And look at
Yeah,
where his
looks-
mark has spawned. It's all the way in
Yeah,
the
it's
enemy jungle, and it
pretty
looks like he's
toxic.
going to be staying on 1 stack, fortunately, for the rest of the game. He's currently only receiving 5% bonus attack speed, 1% current health damage. So
Yeah,
it's just looking
not
really,
too
really sad.
much
for the
to write home about. Trench also saying about the Zeal items being more expensive, so you're just delaying getting your AD stats, which is big truth. So let's talk about ways back into this game for Red Team. They probably will get it off the back of a clutch Kindred ulti into the shields coming out of the Kindred ulti. So all of a sudden kind of coming back to half HP and then walking forward with the damage and then just trying to pick off one of the few members that are at the front. So
I feel like they need to bait out the Taric ulti with an on ulti, and then engage after the Taric ulti with the Kindred ulti in the middle of everybody. And then a really
Yeah.
clutch Cassiopeia ulti needs to come out at the end of the Kindred ulti and stun them all up. That's pretty much the only way I see them coming back into this game. But
yeah,
even
I
then,
mean,
it's pretty hard.
it's pretty doomed, yeah.
We're talking yeah.
This is probably 70-30 right now to blue team. I still reckon there's a decent chance because of the scaling red team's got.
Yeah, you're optimistic. It is an 8k gold lead, and I just feel like the blue team can
It's
just
true.
do
Blue
Baron
team's
whenever they
not
want.
really that bad
Like-
late game. It's pretty nasty.
They've got double ocean, so they can just run over to Baron right now.
Yeah,
They'll
they got
be
a tank as well.
basically healing all of the Baron damage because Baron doesn't profit the ocean drag. But they're looking to just take down the mid turret, get control of the enemy topside jungle, which they already have done to a certain extent. And then they can just either do the Baron straight away or just kind of bait around the vision that they've got. Just pick them.
I
and
mean,
then
what
do
they're
Baron.
doing here is perfectly fine. They've got the Sejuani ulti, which zones like a whole, 1,000 units or something from the turret. It's just the space behind the turret becomes unsafe as well. So with the range from the Jinx,
Look at them just getting
Yeah.
poked out by this Jinx here. Kindred needs to use his ulti.
Kindred
defensively
forces the
there.
ulti. Yeah, they should have got in front of him, but what do you do?
It's kind of
The whole situation's just a boom right now. You just kind of
it's
trying
hard
to survive.
because like Jinx is really big brain and picked up the executioners, so
Yeah, she got that really.
Anyways,
Oh, there's
we
a
got-
Castiel.
we got a team fight coming, but still it's not looking fantastic. Looks like Riven's just gonna 1v9. Jinx is gonna reset, just pick up kill after kill after kill, get the lucky crits. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
quadra
Jinx
kill
really
coming
played
out
that well.
for Jinx. Well, unofficial
I like
quadra. She did all the damage, but Cassidy obviously picking up the last hits. Yeah, really nice though from Exiled Kami, and
Yeah, good autos. He hit every auto while flashing and speed running through. So good on him. Obviously, not to put anything on the other teams that provide or the other members of the team that provide all the CC, but it's the one doing the most damage that everybody notices.
yeah, Jinx will probably be able to pick up an inhib here. He track.
Yeah, I don't see it.
We might just play it safe. I mean, they've got now pretty much a 10k gold lead. I believe Jinx will be sitting on about 3k gold right now, 2.5. Kindred going for the 1v1.
Nice.
Actually, not.
Actually, he has heal still. If Kindred, I mean, if Jinx doesn't have heal, then he gets that. So it's decent play from the Kindred. Just would have assumed that she didn't have heal. Jinx putting the OK in the old chat. That's a nail in the coffin right there. And after the OK in the old chat, proceeds to take his stack in the scuttle. So just the ultimate BM coming out from Jinx. Love to see it, honestly. It's all in the spirit of the game.
It's the left-right combo right there, and
Straight up. Yep.
it's just looking bad for Area 51. I'd probably be
So
mashing that /FF.
Yeah, straight up. Quick next on this one. Things to focus on for them is just prioritize stacks more as Kindred rather than ganking early game. You really want to get yourself a couple of stacks so that when you come into those mid-game skirmishes, you're putting out as much damage as a regular champion.
And maybe Karma to go Klepto and build Ludens first so that she can poke a little bit more.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
I just don't think that they can pull off Cassio bot with a Soraka, that's all. Just didn't really feel that nice.
Yeah. I think they...
There's a reason that tank junglers are good as well right now. Like, Kindred is just a lose champion. I don't think I've seen Kindred win a competitive game in the last 3 months or so.
Yeah,
across all forms of the game.
Yeah, when
I've
you got
seen it quite a
5v5
few
communication, it's pretty easy to talk about what's happening with the Kindred ulti. Or in the Fiesta of solo queue, when she can snowball and there's not that much coordination. Champ can work a little bit better.
It's kind of like a Graves pick, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You love yourself some ADC junglers.
Like, one season ago, this was a fine pick. Or even two seasons ago when it was the carry jungle meta. We're seeing a lot of Rek'Sais, a lot of Graves, a lot of Kindreds.
So Tarek picking up the Righteous Glory, which is interesting. Obviously just trying to get his stun to hit multiple members. And doesn't really need the redemption, given how far ahead they are, I guess.
Yeah, I like the item pickup.
Yeah, sure. I was wondering what he was building with the items that he had. I thought he might be sitting on the cooldown reduction Glacial Shroud and then building into a redemption, but he actually opted to finish the Righteous, so... Athene's picked up from the Soraka, pretty good, because it gives you a bit of magic resistance, Cassidy, but might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, Bumholier Shredder with the really good name is just soloing out the Ocean. So that's triple Ocean. So they can literally just sit here and permanently just walk in, get one auto attack on the turret, walk away. If they don't want to do the Baron, they can just do this because they've got pretty much half the amount of health regen that Warmogs gives once it's active.
Yeah, for sure. These guys are big chilling out here until they want to spend their gold. Yeah, it's going to be floating around.
12% of health per 5 seconds, whereas Warmog is 25%, so...
Yeah.
Actually half.
Pretty nasty.
Pretty much.
Cassidy pressing the bot lane. They've got all the waves crashing at the same time. Actually a really nice wave management here. Whether intentional or not, it just happened to work out really nice for them.
And the sad thing is that Cassiopeia is sitting on 890 gold and she needs a little bit more for a Void staff, so...
No, she wouldn't be building Void here, she'd be building Leandry.
Leandry's? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate. Cassio getting a really nice ulti here, but it's just not gonna matter. Ornn gets a nice counter kill though on the Jinx, so that's quite nice. Let's see if Long can carry this team fight, but I think this root is just a little bit too big.
Yeah,
nice
it has
stopwatch
a stopwatch
coming
as
out.
well. Good timing on that one. Between his cooldowns, buy time to get out of there.
And that's only a level 15 Cassidy, actually picking up another nice kill there. Level 16 now. I think this one's done. It's GG.
Looks like it, yeah. Quick game, 27 minutes with the scaling comp. Really nice to see them. They actually played this very well. They didn't even opt for the 50-50 Baron at all. Or the 60-40 Baron or whatever it would have been, but they
yeah, they knew how
got in their face.
Far they were ahead and
had a Sejuani as well to make things happen. So really, honestly, that's I'm keen to verse these guys. That's a nice game.
Yeah, it was definitely clean.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm keen to verse a Fed Ribbon. Said no one ever.
All right. Well,
Is that it?
I believe
Or do they
that's
have another game?
that's game one of the day. Oh, there's 4 games tonight, so we got to kind of keep things moving. I won't spend too much time analyzing after the game,
Yeah,
but
we all
well,
saw what happened here.
we'll have
This
a quick look
was
at the damage charts. We got Jinx doing 25k, so obviously popping. Cassidy doing 18k. Karma only doing 10k, even though she was poking the Cass, so that's kind of tragic. Lorne doing his best to carry with 9k, but even though Sejuani did 5.5k, I would probably say that Sejuani was doing a little bit better in terms of what he could actually bring to his team with all of that CC. And then yeah, just a solid game from Mr. Loops on the Tarek. Played really well. Benaway
yeah,
is
good clash.
Leona and Shen, but he can still pull off pretty much any melee support, so
Yeah, he
can't
plays
really
Amin
ban him
Rakan
out.
as well. Tarek, Rakan, yeah, Shamliona, as you said.
Obviously, Riven having a really nice game there. On aside from his silly kind of re-engage, he played pretty
Yeah.
well. So shout out to On. Probably just shouldn't have E'd back in and fed that first blood.
Yeah, you were outie.
Cassiopeia tried his best, but just couldn't do anything. Couldn't scale. Karma, yeah, just run Klepto next time. It's probably the only thing, so that you can stack. Maybe build your Luden's Echo first, so that you have a little bit more poke in lane.
Yeah,
And
I'd agree with
Kindred,
that.
just focus more on getting your early game stacks probably. And yeah, you just didn't really have any lanes that you could gank. There was nothing really aggressive, no reliable CC. Probably the only place you could have ganked was mid, but just nothing ever came of that. 3-6 Kassadin with a Karma with a W. Karma can just literally shield herself flash W and the Kassadin can't get away. So that
Yeah.
may have been your ticket to getting some early game kills.
Yeah, I think they would have liked to if they win that game, they would have liked to have run 2 or 3 ganks before the Cass gets 6 mid, and then played off of the scuttles, as you said. So, look, if you're gonna play the Kindred, focus around mid. I think. I don't know, whatever. Just get your stacks, basically.
And yeah,
Is a quick way to say it.
Chris on Soraka obviously did his best there, but his champion kind of gets counted out by 1 800 gold item, so it's kind of a feels bad.
Yeah,
But
and
obviously
can't do much.
a lot to learn for Area 51 after this game. Hope they do bring it back and start getting some wins. But
Yeah, they just can't
congratulations
pick
to
5 scaling. 5 scaling is no respect for the enemy team. Like,
yeah,
it's can't happen.
congratulations to Hentai Gods though, they played really well. But we will
Yeah.
kind of end the broadcast there momentarily for about 5-10 minutes. We will just try and jump straight into a second game at 9 o'clock. So hang around, stay tuned. We'll restart the stream soon, and thanks for tuning in for this game.
Yeah, sweet as. I'll be back in 10.
All right.